Hello, hi, Bangani. I hope you look good. I hope you look blessed. I'm back with another video. So this one is just a focus on NASDAQ US30, US500, and German 30 for the week, for the upcoming week. So today is Monday and it's 10 past, around 10 past 2, right? So I'm gonna do a focus on those four indices, and I added US30 and German 30 because I've been trading them since last week as well. And yeah, I added them into my trading plan as well. So let's start with NASDAQ and we do the usual, right? Top down analysis on our daily time frame. We're seeing an uptrend, right? So I feel like we've been in an uptrend for a very long time, so that I don't actually need to do this much analysis on my daily, right? But I'm gonna do it just not to like go against my trading plan, right? The moment you start going against your trading plan, you must know that it's going down. It's gonna go downhill eventually because you're gonna disrespect a lot of your rules on your trading plan, right? So yeah. So sorry, I got my highest level and my lowest level on my previous trend on my daily, and then here we're on a 4 hour down time frame, I mean, and we have this uptrend as well on my 4 hour, right? So and then we are gonna mark out our strong support or resistance levels, right? So as you can see here, we have what we had our support here. This was our previous downtrend, right, which was broken above, right? Okay, that is fine. So we're currently in an uptrend, right? So here it was the lowest and then the highest. I'm just gonna do this, use a rectangle just so that I don't confuse myself, right? Okay, and then here we can see that here also this was our strong support. This was also a strong support right here within this zone right here, right? And then this was also our strong support. Why I say that is because price, let me just use this, price came from here and hit this resistance, hit the support, came back to hit this resistance again, and then the support again, and then eventually broke out. So this makes it a very strong range right here, and then this makes it a very strong support right here. As you can see also here, what happened was price broke out of this range right here to give us a higher high, came back and retested and shot up to this level right here, right? So what we're seeing now is that we might just see, we're seeing this, I'm seeing a head and shoulders formation, right? This is my left shoulder, my head, and my right shoulder here. It's still finishing this right shoulder here, and this is the neckline, right? So if price breaks below this neckline and then retests, we're expecting sales, right, until this level, or probably should further lower, right? But if price gets here, gets to this um if price gets to this um level again, right, and gives me an engulfing, a bullish engulfing, that is, we expecting price to push up, right? So we're expecting two things, right? Either a sell once this neckline is broken below, or a buy once a bullish engulfing is given here, is formed here, right above this neckline, right? So let me just drop down to my 1 hour, right? We should also, let me just do this so that I don't forget what I'm expecting, right? And then one, if price breaks below this and gives me a retest, and we're pushing lower, right? Okay. So here, what I can do is I can mark out my demand levels, right? My demand levels, and also my fair value gaps. Here, I can say this can be my demand right here, right? Demand zone right here, and then here is my also another demand zone right here. So it might just come to this demand zone right here, because also this demand zone has a fair value gap right here. Here's my fair value gap that was once mitigated, and it's highly likely that it's gonna tap into this fair value gap, right? It's already there. So here, if this um this this candle right here that is currently forming, that will close at around 3 p.m., gives me a bullish engulfing, then this is my sign to do what? To buy, right? But also I'm just gonna wait for price to sweep this low, because what Nasdaq usually does at like 3:30, it goes in the opposite direction of the intended direction to sweep liquidity, right? Most of the time, and we can see it here on Wednesday last week, right? Let me just go to Wednesday and then on the 5 minute time frame, and I show you what I meant by that, right? So right here we see that this was our on Wednesday, right? This was our what? This was our Asian low, right? Asian low, which is around like the range between when the market opens until like 9 a.m., right? So this was our Asian low. Let me just mark that. Asian low, and then this was our Asian high, but that's not too relevant for now because we're in an uptrend and our supports are what we focus on, right? So what price did is that during the day price was pushing upwards a bit, and then when it came to like 3 p.m., right, here's 10 to 10 past 3, price swept this Asian low, and then it went upwards, right? So that's what NASDAQ usually does, right? It sweeps at like half past three, 4, right, p.m. at New York session, right? So even today, it might just, let me just go back to today. So even today, I'm just gonna make profit in that price might just sweep this low right here because we already swept Asian low of the day. So I'm waiting for price to just sweep this low right here and then give me a 5-minute change of structure. Give me something like this, right? 5-minute change of structure, a retest of this change of structure, and then we're shooting up. Ooh, this thing is so not ordinary, right? This is what I'm expecting, right, on the 5-minute time frame. So we'll just wait and see what NASDAQ does. And then let me just go to US30 as well. Okay, let me just delete anything. Okay, don't have anything so far. So on US30 for our chart, we're seeing an uptrend, as you can see, just roughly this uptrend right here, right? And then we see we're looking for, because it's in an uptrend, we're looking for strong supports, and we're buying at like strong supports, right? So this was our previous trend, downtrend, right? A pullback, previous pullback, high low of that, and then price broke this high, right, to make a higher high, so making this a very strong support, right? Okay, let me just mark that quickly, right? Okay, and then even within here, we see that price broke this high as well to create this highest high, right? So we're making this low our strong support. Let me just mark that strong support. So we might just come back. We're currently pulling back, and we might just see an engulfing in this area right here, and then we're pushing upwards, right? So I'm expecting what buyers, right, on US30. Let me just go down to my lower time frame to look for my demand or fair value gaps and areas where I might just think there's a high possibility that price will reverse there, right? So as you can see on the 30 minutes time frame, we see here you can see a fair value gap right here, right, and also a small fair value gap here, a small fair value gap here, and then a demand area to here, somewhere around here. Let me just mark my demand area right here. It's actually bigger than that. It's this area, this whole candle here, but I'm just marking that, right, as my demand, right? Okay, let me just change the color of that. So here, price might just we're looking for a price to like give me a bullish engulfing around this, right? Around this candle here. If it closes above this candle here, then we're good to buy, right? But I don't see it closing anytime before 3 p.m. And what NASDAQ usually does at like 3:30 at open of New York session, it is impulsive. So it might just push lower to this level here or even here and then give me a bullish engulfing, a retest, and then push to the upside. But rather, let's just leave it here so that we know that there's a high possibility it might just push to the downside and then eventually come back. So yeah, so I usually trade with bullish engulfings and such reversal candlesticks to show me the end of like a pullback, right? So let me just go to the 30 German 30 I mean. And I saw that I love German 30 and US 30 in these instances because they give a clear direction, right? And Nasdaq was moving kind of weirdly and not showing a clear direction, right? So here, as you can see, we're in an uptrend as well. Okay, uptrend. Okay, okay. Let me just do this actually. I'm forcing this uptrend, yes. But yeah, I'm forcing this uptrend. But okay. But we can see we're in an uptrend, right? Okay. Oh, let me just go to the daily just to have a clearer uptrend. Yeah, this looks like a nice clear uptrend than the one I was forcing on the 4 hour, right? Okay, let me just extend that. Yeah, so we're in an uptrend. Okay, cool, fine. Then 4 hour, I mean 4 hour. So as you can see on the 4 hour, we're also in an uptrend, but let me not use a channel for that because we saw that it's not very precise, just an uptrend trend line like that. And here we see we have a previous downtrend pullback right here that was broken above, making this a very strong support, right? And then the internal supports and resistance. So here we see that this was a double bottom, showing us we're at the end of the pullback, right? So here's a support, another strong support, and then here's another strong support right here. So why I say that is that price broke this resistance right about here to give us a higher high, right? So here we are expecting a bullish engulfing around this area right here, and price, as you can see, is currently doing what? It's currently pulling back and then possibly gonna shoot upwards. And also we can also make provision that price might just break this low right here or strong support, or we can say it's a neckline, and then retest this and then push lower to probably this support as well, right? So this is two possibilities we're looking at, but there's a high chance it might just reverse at the support, right? So let me just do this so that I don't forget if it breaks, right? Okay, cool. Let me just go to the 1 hour to do what? Look for my demand areas, fair value gaps, or anything of that sort, right? And then we're gonna look forward my bullish engulfing, and it might just form a bullish engulfing at like 3 p.m., right? As we see with this candle, right? So yeah, so here I can see my first demand here. Let me see if I can notice any fair value gaps. This was the fair value gap here, but it was broken, right? So we might just push a bit lower, right? We might just push a bit lower into this demand area here, and then push up. Or yeah, so what we can wait here is a bullish engulfing on my 1 hour. Let me just see if I can see any fair value gaps on the 30 minutes as well. So far I'm not seeing any fair value gaps, so we might just see a bullish engulfing here. So let me just mark that. So we're doing the same after the formation of a bullish engulfing. We are going to drop down to my 5 minute time frame and look for a what change of structure, right? Change of structure, a retest of that broken change of structure, and then we're pushing upwards as well. So yeah, so let me just go to the US500 as well. And one thing that's, as you can see here, it's giving a double top right here. But let me just go to the higher time frame, right? So this is the 4 hour time frame. We're in a uptrend, as you can see on the daily as well. We're in an uptrend, right? So let me just do this. We are currently in an uptrend. Let me just use a trend line. Okay, no. Okay, let me just use this as my uptrend, right? Okay, uptrend, as you can see here. Then we're looking for our strong supports because we're in an uptrend. Okay, here was a minor pullback, and then this was our resistance that was broken above. So here we can see our support here, strong support here, and then another, can also say this was our strong support, and this is also showing me a double top formation, right? So here it is, this double top formation, and came here, that's the one head, another head, and then this is the neckline. So we might just retest, come to this neckline to push back up further, or we can come to this level here and break below this neckline to give us a double top, right? And then a retest and then a push lower, right? Can even push lower to this level, right? So there's two possibilities as well here. And now it would be very today actually would be trading a bit riskier if you were to buy, right? So let me just go to my 1 hour, I mean. So here, as you can see on the 1 hour here is our strong support here. Because of this high was broken, right? This high was broken to make this high, right? So buying here would be a very high risk, right? But yeah, for me it would be very high risk as well. But we'll see if I'm gonna take this buy right here, because as you can see here, we're also having this strong low here. This was actually a double bottom, right? As you can see here, let me just draw this here. Ooh. Okay, let me just move this. So as you can see here, we saw a double bottom right here, double bottom right here, and then shooting up a bit, shooting up a bit. So we're currently also retesting this double bottom, and there's a possibility we're gonna um shoot back up, right, once it gives this what bullish engulfing. So I might just take that buy based on this double bottom retest, right, and also secure my profits, because it might just come back or push lower and break this low, right? So yeah, that's why I say US30 and NASDAQ have been moving a bit weirdly, not weirdly, but not giving a clear direction as to where it's planning on going, right? But otherwise, German 30 is nice as well as US30, right? So yes, I hope you all like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you all find this information or rather strategy very helpful. And just drop down a comment as to what I should cover, and I'll try to cover it if it's within my knowledge, right? Anything forex related. Yes.